Have you ever installed a nopCommerce plugin and nothing's happened? Like breakpoints not hitting, controllers not loading, install and uninstall methods are not running. In this video, I will show you how to debug a nopCommerce plugin like a professional .NET developer. By the end of this video, you will fix most of the issue in a minute. Hi, I am Pankaj. On this channel, I will share you a real-world nopCommerce and .NET Core development experience. So let's debug the plugin. In the past video, we will create a plugin that shows a data on the home page, add the, add the data from the admin to one of the tables. So we will use the same plugins that we will be refer and debug the plugin. By the end of this video, I will also share a GitHub link that you can download that plugin and check what are the code there. Okay, so let's move to the code and I will explain you how to debug the plugins. As I have prepared a few points that what are the most common issue once you need to be checked and you do not have like a debugging mode. These are like 6 points that will be affected like your plugins is not debugged. First is like plugin is not visible in admin. Install methods is not triggered. Dependency injections are not working. Controllers are not found. View not loading, and changes are not reflected. So these are the 6 points that will be a common. That's once a developer has some mistakes and this will be not visible. So in the last video, we will create this homepage test plugin and let's uh, run the code and check it. Let's log in, go to the admin, configuration and local plugins. Here you can search with homepage. See, there is no plugins will be found. So if there is no plugins over here, first we need to check the plugins that will be exist on the Nop.Web plugins. Okay, here is our source code, and once you have the Nop.Web plugins, and here we need to be checked if our plugins will be exist or not. Okay, so if we can check here, there is no plugins over here that we have. So let's stop the debugging. Here is we just need to be go to the plugin and build it. Plugin was successfully built. Once the plugin was built, it must have to show over here. This is our plugin nop.plugins.widget homepage test. Okay, so this is the first point. That's the plugins must have to be the inside Nop.Web inside the plugins and the our plugins will be there. Okay, and as have explained in the first video, once you have created plugins, here is you need to be set the output folders. Whatever the output folders is, you will be set. That will be over here. So if you have to set another path, it will be not present on the Nop.Web plugin. So you must have to be set the path over here. So this is our first step to check the plugin is there or not. Let's run it again. Admin search with local plugin. You can search over here is home. Still the plugin is not visible over here. This is our second case, like why the plugin is not visible. Okay, so let's check the another part. why it is happen. Once the plugin build is over here, we can see it. All the files will be there and everything will be built. Then even the plugins is not showing over here. We just need to be check plugin.json file. The plugin.json file first it will be a widget. The friendly name is okay. The system name is our unique names that will be with the DLL names will be matched. The version, this is our plugin version, supported version. See, the supported version is 4.8 and we are running in 4.9. So here you must have to set a 4.9 as well, otherwise the plugins will be not visible over here. So let's uh, stop that, build it, the plugin, and run it again. Go to the admin, let's close this tab, local plugin, home, here it is. So plugins will be there. So if the plugin is not visible, most of the two common issues will be there. One is the version that you need to be checked inside the plugin.json, and another one is the plugins will be inside the Nop.Web under the plugin folder. This is the most common issue that's will be not visible the plugin. The second point that install and uninstall methods are not triggered. Okay, so let's do on that way, like why it is install and uninstall methods is not triggered. So let's add a breakpoint over here and build the plugin, build the success. Let's, let's refresh this page. You can see home page. Here we can see install and delete methods will be there. If we click on the install, here it will be applied and the plugins will be removed. Then after it will be required to restart the application for changes. Once we click, it will be restart the application. This is in debugging mode, so on the restart it will be showing over here. That's most common issue that you will be showing over here. Once it will be installed, it will be showing the plugin name to install in here. This is our plugin name and this will be unique ID that will be generated. That's the plugins will be installed. Now it will be a second run. It will start triggering the installations. This will be it. Nop.Commerce behavior. It will be on the restart. The plugins will be installed. See the breakpoints will be hit. The plugins will be. We can debug it over here. See this. Everything will be working fine and all good. The plugins will be. The breakpoints of the plugins will be hit. Okay, go to the admin, local plugins. We can check over here home, and this plugins will be installed. So this will be there. The plugins methods will be triggered. Okay. Now let's see. Dependency injections is not working. Let's open the controller methods. So it will be. So let's go to the admin area, controller, the configurations, home page data. That's we will be set. Let's put a breakpoint over here. Let's build the plugin, run the code. Local plugin is all okay. We can check here is how this will be all okay. Now we are loading the methods that will be a base controller data admin slash index. Okay, this is our point. See the page not found. So this will be happen if something is happening with the admin, your controller's methods names, like this is your controller name and your index method is there. And index method is not hitting and it shows me page not found. That means you need to check the controller with the inheritance. Here it is. See, there will be a controller. Like yes, it is inherited with the controller, but this needs to be checked with base admin controller. Okay, because base admin controller is inherited with the base controller, and base controller is inherited with the controller. So no need to be doing it with the controller inheritance. We need to check with the uh, base admin controllers will be there. So we'll be putting on the base admin controller. Let's again build the plugins and run the code. Okay, let's hit the same page. Here we can see there is an error will be there. We can check over here view details, the message, and here we can set an external was while active the plugin homepage admin control. Just showing only the exceptions. What are the exact exceptions is not showing. So let's check with the inner exception and the message. Message is showing none of the constructor found type admin homepage invoke available service parameter I homepage service. So that will be our another. So there is nothing will be finding. Okay, this is our controller inheritance with this service. Okay, the service dependencies will be there, and if this kind of error is generated, we just need to be check our Nop.Startup and service is injected or not. Here you can see there is no service will be injected. So we can put it service dot add scope, and here we need to put this one I homepage service, comma homepage service. Okay, and this will be a dependency injections that we are putting, and here it is. Let's debug the plugin and then okay, let's hit the same URL of this and we can check. See, here it is the list plugin list page will be there and we can run it. Will be happening and services data will be there. Okay, so this is the most common issue. If you are missing the if you are missing the dependency injections on the startup, our service will be not running. It will be a runtime issues will be there. So the most of the developer is forgetting to dependency injections for that. So this need to be not for. The another most common issue is developer is missing over here. Like suppose here you will be adding a files. Okay, here you're adding a private repository that will be gone. But in constructor you have forgot it about here. Suppose this two lines you forgot. Then debug times there is no issues because it will be set. But in run times this service will be null. So that will be taken care as well. Okay, so dependency injection is there. Controllers not found. That I'll be showing the controller not found as well once you have put it over controller methods over here, but you are not added with the base admin controllers, it will be not found. Okay, but once you have to have a public methods, public controllers, then you will be inherited with the base controller, not a base admin controller. So this need to be taken care whenever you develop it. Okay, the next one is the controller not found that I explained you. Whenever the base controller like inherited with the controller, it will not loading as part of the nopCommerce. So you must have to, if you are an admin side, you must have to inherit it with the base admin controller. And if you are working with the front store controller, then you need to be inherited with the base controller. Otherwise, you are showing a controller not found as we showing it the first time. Now let's see view not loading. So, okay, sometimes the view is not loading. So let's will be build the code plugins build success. run the code. Okay, it is running. Now let's hit the same page. Okay, the breakpoints. Let's run this breakpoint. Once we have clicked the page, here we shows a message. If you open view detail, like inherit sections, there is nothing, so the message will be showing. The message is clearly create view not found, and it will be searched on this page. So let's check if the create view we have created or not. So if you're here, we can check the create view is created. Now we need to be checked the create view is not over here. So that is the issue. Okay, the view will be not copied but over here. So let's just build it if the view will be there or not. Okay, the build is success. Now we can check over here. Still the view is not showing over here. So then after you need to be checked in the right click of the create view properties and copy output directory. See, here is do not copy is there. Now you need to be set copy if near or copy always. Okay, let I put the copy always and build the plugin. Okay, now I'm checking with the view. The view is over here. Now let's run the code. Okay, now let's check it with the view. It will be once click on here. Here it is. View will be loaded. So this will be affected will be there. Okay. Now if I will be change something on this view pages like in the create here I will be put h1 tag. I will be put h1 tag over the h1 and like test functions. So this will be just h1 tag and it will be showing over here. Once we run the code, okay, successfully run back to index. Okay, this will be indexed. Once I create, here I cannot see the text that will be added. So this will be a common issue that most of the developers are forgot. Any changes of the plugins over here, you must have to build the plugin. If you didn't build the plugin, these changes will be not reflected over here. Like if you are opening the same create pages, see here the changes is not here, but this will be here. So at the runtime, this file is loaded. Under the presentation plugin, this file is loaded. So that means you need to be build the plugin. Once you build, it will be complete. The build is success. See now the both the view pages are same. Run the code. Let's hit refresh this one. See test bunkers. Here we added a test bunkers, so it will be aligned with that. So everything will be now changes are not reflected. Also, I'll be showing that why the changes are not reflected. So these are the six most common issue that developer has mistakes at the time of plugin development. The first one is plugin is not visible in admin that I showed summary. The plugins will be not copies to the under Nop.Web plugins folder. The second one is the version of the plugins. If this is true, correct, the plugins will be visible on the plugin list. The second one is install methods are not triggering. That means you are missing the DLL file that's inside the plugins. That's why the install methods is not triggering. Dependency injections are not loading. That means, as I show you in the startup file, you are missing to inject dependency. That's why the loading is not properly. Controllers not found. That means whenever you are writing any of the controllers, you not to inherit it with direct controllers. You must have to inherit it with the base admin controllers for the admin controller and for base controller is for the public controller. If it's a two view things will be there. View are not loading. There is most common issues that developers will be forgot to copy locals to or copy if near that must have to. If any new views that you are adding through right click add new files and views, you must have to set copy local true. Otherwise, the view is not copied to the Nop.Web and the view will be not find. The changes are not reflected. That is the most common issues the developers like .NET developers, because every once we are developing in .NET sides, once any kind of codes we are returning and we just run it, it will be build our solutions and the changes will be reflected. But the nopCommerce plugin has some different architecture. So once you have changed any kind of changes inside the plugin, that you must have to build the specific plugin that you have changed. Then after the changes will be reflected. So these are the most common issues that .NET developers will be faced once they are starting development the plugins. So as I explained you, there is a six most common issues that developer are facing. So while whenever you want to develop anything and there is no debuggings will be help, that you need to be just be calm first. Do not panic. Just think about why the errors will be happening. So don't guess the error is because of this, because of this, because of this. Once any runtimes errors will be visible, you need to be show the exception message, as I will be also showing in the core sites. Like once any kind of exception is generated, there will be a two messages will be there. The direct message, it will show sometimes clear. Sometimes the message is not clear, then you need to show inner exception and then a message will be there. So you need to see the clear message like where the exactly errors will be happening. So this way you need to debug properly for the nopCommerce side. So whenever you need to be developed and debugging, some points that need to be make sure like the plugins will be built. If build is not helpful, try with the clean and build. Then after your erroring is generated, so put the breakpoint there first, and in which step, in which line of the course you facing the issue. Suppose if you have issue in the list page, then breakpoint on the list page, and in which line of the code that you generate the error, just put that line and check what was the inner exception or exceptions will be there. So these are the main things will be that you need to be checked. So this is overall all about the debuggings of the nopCommerce plugin. In the next video, I will show you a optimized nopCommerce performance for productions. If this video is help, please subscribe this channel for more advanced nopCommerce and development content. Thank you for watching this video.